This is your fault. I'll go for help. What, are you crazy? The nearest town is 20 miles away. You'll never make it. I'm going for help. Thomas! And she ain't gonna make it either. I'm going for help! That's a dead girl you're talking to. That's a dead girl.
We have chosen to analyze the scene of Victor running for help and smoke signals. In this scene, there is a montage of various key film elements that work together to create your interpretation of Victor as a person.
This scene uses flashbacks, voice-offs, and soundtracks to create this view of Victor. The first element we will take a look at is the flashback.
The flashbacks used in this scene help guide you through the process Victor went through to forgive his father.
The first flashback we come across is that of the burning house. This scene symbolizes the destruction Arnold has caused to Victor and the rest of his family. It also creates a very negative tone towards Arnold.
Next, the flashbacks transition to Susie telling Victor the truth about his father and the fire. She talks about how Arnold was sorry for leaving, but he also went back into the fire to save Victor. All of this provides a more positive outlook on Arnold and his relationship with Victor.
With this new outlook on his father, we get a new flashback of the burning house scene where his dad goes back into the burning house to save his son. This helps illustrate the progression of Victor forgiving his father by making Arnold look brave and caring by saving his life.
The final flashback in Victor's process of forgiving is a scene of his dad reflecting on the memories of playing basketball with his son. This scene shows that Arnold really missed Victor while he was in Phoenix, creating a new positive view of Arnold for Victor. The next element we'll take a look at is the voice-off.
But you have to remember one thing, Victor. He ran back into that burning house looking for you. He did one good thing. He went back for you.
In this scene, Susie is talking to Victor about his father. The director uses a voice-off of Susie to walk us through Victor's thought process while he is running. Her words, in a way, link all the flashbacks and thoughts together to help the scene flow and to create meaning to the scene.
The voice-off of Susie is used to illustrate what is going through Victor's mind while he is running. The fact that he is thinking about what Susie said shows how significant her words were to Victor and how much of an impact her words had on him. The words Susie said to him were a huge part in Victor's process of forgiving his father. The third element is the soundtrack.
The soundtrack plays a big part in walking the viewer through Victor's thought process throughout the scene. This scene starts out with older Native American music playing while Victor is running for help. This older traditional music is in the background while Victor is having his flashbacks to the burning house. This is showing the negative tone towards his father. So the older Native American music symbolizes Victor's past and his old thoughts about Arnold being a poor and unreliable
Dad
father.
talks about that fire every day. He cried about it. He wished he could have changed it. He wished he hadn't run away. But you have to remember one thing, Victor. He ran back
When Susie
into that
tells
burning
Victor about his
house
father
looking
going
for
back to
you.
save him, the music completely changes from old traditional Native American music to newer, more modern music. With this new music, a new positive tone is created towards Arnold. Victor begins to view his father in a positive light, showing how Arnold ran back into the burning house to save him. So this music symbolizes the shift in tone and the new view Victor has of his father, and the point where Victor begins to forgive him.
All of the music is playing while Victor is running for help. The music displays his anguish and struggle he has in his mind as he is reflecting on the thoughts of his father. As Victor is slowing down and coming to a stop, the music begins to slow down with him and stop with him, helping the audience make the transition to the next part of the scene.
These two different types of music also show Victor's personality. Victor is a Native American, and he is very proud of his Native American roots. So this music at the beginning of the scene really symbolizes Victor's roots. The other music in this scene is a type of rock and roll describing Victor's personality in a different way. While Victor is Native American, he is still a little rebellious. And the last element we'll take a look at is the subjective shot.
At the end of this scene, Victor falls to the ground after running for help. As Victor is on the ground, he looks up and the camera shifts to a subjective shot. In this shot, Victor's father is standing above him while lending a hand to help him up. After Victor stands up, we see that it was a construction worker who helped him instead of his father.
With this subjective shot, we see Victor's point of view. In his point of view, Victor now sees his father as someone who is there for him. It also gives the audience a new perspective of Arnold as a good father figure who cares for Victor.
In this scene, Victor takes his father's hand, accepting his help. This shows that Victor finally forgives his father and views him as a caring person. It can also symbolize him and his father being together again after being apart for so long.
Overall, the montage of these key film elements summarize the film as a whole and provide a walkthrough of the most significant event Victor goes through in the movie, the acceptance and forgiveness of his father.
This scene is relevant to the film as a whole because it puts all of the critical events Victor experiences together. These experiences had a major impact on Victor's life and the way he views his father at the end of the film.
He wished he could have changed it.
At the beginning of the scene, Victor holds the past against his father. This is shown by the flashbacks to Victor's childhood in the burning house, along with the negative tone of the music.
As Victor begins to reflect more on his trip to Phoenix, Victor remembers Susie and what she said about Arnold and the burning house. What Susie says paints a new memory of the burning house for Victor, this time with Arnold running back to save him. This all creates a new view of Arnold as a father.
By the end of the scene, we establish the changes Victor has made throughout the film. We see his character go from selfish and angry to thoughtful and at peace with his father, learning to let go of his past and love himself and his father for who they really are.